Welcome back to another Size Simply Reviews. Today, we simpin over some Sanji. uh, this is a figure released in roughly 2017 in Japan. It is another Bandai prize figure. This is not a US release, this is an import. I imported it. Because I needed it. I don't expect this to be very big or anything like that, but I'm not familiar with the line, so we're about to find out. We have some advertisements on the side for the Sully for mobile games for One Piece. These are the two colorways that he came in. This is the A colorway, which is the white. Look at that boy. Let's crack into the let's just crack into it. The naked. So there's also a Sabo in this line. Um, there are not as many characters in this line as you might think there would be characters in this line. But the reason why I bought Sanji was because of one of the other characters in this line that I needed, which you'll see in another video, which you can probably click on maybe sometime later after this. I don't know, because I don't know when I'm putting it up. I can't cut open boxes. I should probably not use scissors and maybe use a box cutter. Alright, my favorite time. Time to complain about all the wasted space inside of the box. Wasted space. Alright, let's see how this old Sanji looks. I'm not even gonna waste that. So this guy ran me a little bit over 20. Yeah, this guy was imported. He said he ran me a little bit over $20. Probably because he's low. You know, these guys are out of print. One Piece stuff tends to retain value of some nature, at least in Japan. I won't necessarily say that about the US because I don't know. He's all in bubble wrap. He's extra plasticed. Yeah, you roll there. They're trying to hide me from the danger of how absolutely sexy the naked Sanji is about to be. I mean, how could I possibly hold all of this in my hand and not gush into massive nosebleeds? I hate it. Anyway, so here we are with Sanji. So I'm going to say that the very first thing that I find very noticeable about this figure is the seams at the bicep. Those are seams. They are not just sculpt. They're seams. You can actually see the gapping in between. You can actually see the gaps in between on the bicep a little bit. Again, this is a prize figure, so expect this sort of stuff. Yeah, unless this is why I would suggest, unless you're a very, very, very big fan of something or a collector of a particular character or a particular series or something like that, I wouldn't recommend paying a whole lot of money for a prize figure. Especially not a Bandai Banpresto prize figure, because the quality ranges so greatly between their lines. This one is Craneking. It's Bandai, Banpresto, but this falls under their Craneking line, which means this is absolutely a Crane game figure. You would have had to won this out of a Crane machine. So anyway, looking at Sanji here, that would probably be my number one absolute immediate thing that I notice is that seam line on the arms. It's kind of distracting. Otherwise, though, you've got some nice detailing in the sculpt in places where one would expect the people who are going to purchase this figure to want the detail to be, particularly in the abs. There's some skin tone shading on this particular prize figure that makes it look very nice. There is the oh goodness, you can't deny the sexy with the open fly or the button of the pant being open, so you just get that very nice peak at the top of the boxer shorts for the figure. Look, man, that's why I bought this stupid thing. Okay. The feet are actually very detailed. He's got nicely sculpted toesies. They're he's got pretty nicely sculpted overall. The pants have no real paint detail in them. There's just a little bit of sculpt detail. Obviously, the sculpting detail in this figure is sitting where you want the detail in this figure to be, which again is at the upper body. The face is a little, it's okay. I don't think you would necessarily display this. I wouldn't anyway. Maybe necessarily display this figure face on in my shelf. I'd probably do it something like this, where you get a really nice silhouette of the whole figure. The back is also very nice. You get some nice detailing here in the muscle. You get that nice, pocket going down into the lower back and rear. Which, again, if you're buying a statue of a character out of a line that's called The Naked, come on. Look, we're simping here, alright? Yeah, overall, he's a prize figure. I think he's cool. I'm not disappointed in buying him. I'm not disappointed. Oh, geez. He's not the best balanced. I'm not disappointed in buying him. I had a rough idea what I was in for. For reference, again, we're going to bring back Mihawk, whose head doesn't even fit in frame. My hand, so he's roughly about the length of my hand. He's about the same size as the without his stand, probably about the same size as the Sanji from the Ichiban show Sanji. He's probably about the same size as that. He is what he is. $20. I'm not gonna complain at $20. Especially given he's several years old. I had to import him, etc. 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 If you're looking for something, a little different, especially for your One Piece guys, I like this line. I like the Naked line. They're pretty neat. Usopp, I believe, is also in this line. Sabo is also in the line. And the whole reason why I bought some of these figures was because Rob Lucci is in the line, and I absolutely love Rob Lucci. But I don't like most of Rob Lucci's figures, this being the exception. So as soon as I saw it I saw him pop up, I snatched it. And Sanji also just happened to be available at the time, so he came too. I'm gonna put Sanji's coat on him because I forgot that that was a thing. His coat is very plain, but it adds a nice touch. You know, it really gives off that. I think it really accentuates that casual kind of vibe that that this line I think it was going for. Obviously, you know, you think of it as oh the naked because the guys are shirtless and they're kind of nice looking. I mean, I think anyway. Um, but I think it probably has a little bit more to do with the fact that these sculpts themselves are a little bit more casual and relaxed for the characters because I think Usopp's he's sitting down, chilling. He's relaxing. And it's the same thing with Rob Lucci's. He's sitting down. So these are very relaxed in tone for the sculpt, which probably has a little bit more to do with why they're called the naked than just the fact that they're kind of, you know, schmexy, I guess. Is that what I'm calling it? Yes. Sure. That's what we're calling it. That highlights the sculpt really well, so we'll just keep it there. Yeah, anyway. I love him. If you like Sanji, like I do, and you know, you're looking for a figure of Sanji that's a little bit different. Maybe definitely this particular one is a great option. You know, you'll have to resort to Japanese services to purchase him, and that can be, you know, Yahoo Auction. You know, you could go through Mandrake. Anywhere you would buy secondhand figures would be where you would catch this guy. I'm sure you know eBay exists. I'm sure that these guys probably also pop up on eBay. That's up to you whether or not you want to trust the authenticity of something that shows up on eBay. I don't. And also whether or not you're willing to pay the price for whatever it may pop up before on eBay. I wouldn't recommend importing something alone unless you really, really, really wanted it because you're going to look at a minimum of a $20 shipping fee. So in most cases, you will be paying more in shipping than you will be for the figure. So I actually ordered him with several things inside of a smaller box. So I got the most out of what I would have been paying for the shipping anyway. And if you can do that, that's my recommendation. Or if you have friends that you can order with so that you can split shipping costs, go that route. This has been Sanji, the Naked. If you have questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, let me know. If you like it, give me a like. If you dislike it, then dislike it. Maybe consider subscribing and checking out some of my other videos. I know maybe the format's not as great as some other people, but it's fine. We're just here to look at toys. So anyway, yeah, thank you for coming to my wonderful and simply review of Ban Presso's The Naked Sanji, and I will see you next time. Bye. No. If you guys have been watching any of my videos, you'll have seen cats. This is Brooke. You notice a theme yet? This is Brooke. Coming in to review Sanji. Plastic prize figure. Brooke's gonna stand back here and help. Brooke is gonna help. Here's Brooke for reference and size. Brooke is about 4 months old. 4 and 5 months old. Look at his pooch. This is how Brooke feels. about all of this. Oh, oh, yes. He's Brook is showing his bum to Sanji. We're getting really far, everyone. Oh no. And Frankie's gonna eat my computer. Of course Frankie would. Anyway, okay, so now that we're talking about my cats being very helpful, these straw hats are coming in to be very helpful. We're gonna maybe try to put this. Okay, so his stand actually is kind of useful because it's meant to stand to hold his foot. Yes, come for the figure reviews, stay for the One Piece cats. Yes, Frankie.